Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ruffles. Today we're back with another episodes of Agatha Christie's ABC Murders. We just started last time and took a look at the murder here.
Letters, a lovely love
And
letters, 4 pence only.
shut up. And we already established it was not for stealing. It was not theft
A
as
bottle
the
of
objective
good quality vinegar.
or the
Smell
motive. I
could
mean.
awaken the dead.
Let's see. That's Inspector. See if she might know something.
This woman appears to be a smoker.
No, really? Guys, this one is really hard. You better say I'm big brain in the comments, man. But this means
She's
she
a big
probably
smoker.
knows.
She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Talk to her. Ask price of lettuces. Say that the strawberries are not fresh. Ask what her relationship was with. And just add the price of lettuce.
How much are your lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That'll be 5 pence, kind sir.
And
I don't know
what
what-
if I take 2?
Well, 2
To
are
go
10
there.
pence, so what do you want?
Nothing, thank you. They do not look very fresh. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
Accuser of making fun of you. That's nicely correct. If she's gonna be mean, I'm gonna be
I
mean,
do
man.
not quite understand. You work next door to each other, but you do not see each other?
It's true. I didn't see her all day.
Okay. Say it's the game's here. Say that she went into the tobacco shop. I have no real evidence to back any of these up. Let's just wing it.
I know that you went to the tobacco shop yesterday.
Well,
Reminder to do.
It is your duty to tell me if you saw something unusual.
who do you think you are telling me what to do? Get away from my stall!
Okay. She's a real bee. She's so annoying. Okay, yeah. Let's see if there's something else.
Strawberries, 6 pence a pound!
Hey, Poirot. Is the
Yes.
greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
No, please, leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk later.
I've found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Oh.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her.
That's handy.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Oh. Okay, so was Mr. Asher killed on site? Yeah, no other marks, and she was seen alive. Maybe this one isn't it. No, fuck that. Oh yeah, I mean, let's do this. I guess how do we explain the presence of an ABC guide on the counter? The ABC part, yeah. That's it. So we can't really solve this one yet. So back to this one, which I accidentally. Okay, no. So no other marks on the floor. There's definitely one. And yeah, the pool of blood. Yeah, what was the second one I was thinking about? Yeah, I mean the
Mrs.
marks.
Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt.
The marks, I was thinking more like there were no marks of struggle, so the possibility she was not murdered there is there, but there would also be like drag marks or whatever if she was put there instead. I went like the other ways of thinking about that one. There's always like two ways to look at it, I suppose. So, let's go to the niece.
Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable.
Look at him doing something right. Let's take a look at her.
Is her grief sincere?
She's not crying, it looks like. That might just be thing of the game, right?
She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile.
Fragile. Oh, that sounds so bad. That sounds so bad. I just talked to her. Ask about her
You are
relationship.
very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
Ask if her on the children.
Your aunt did not have any children, is that correct?
No, she was separated from her husband.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
Hey. Ask if Alice was afraid of her husband. Ask if she ever thought the husband would go through with the threats. That just gets straight to the point, I guess.
You are not very surprised when you heard what happened.
Oh, but I was. You see, it was a nasty piece of work, but up until yesterday it was just empty threats. He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
Oh. Yeah, ask if Alice was alright.
Did you
The blood and
aunt
shit?
enjoy good air?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
Friends forced her to give him money. Ask if her aunt had a reason to help her. I don't think he forced her, so...
Why did she support such a goods for nothing?
He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle.
True. Thank you. Next!
Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jap says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
It's true. Let's see. We have more. Since these ones are blinking, let's try the first one. What was Miss Asher doing when she was killed? Near the victim hand. She could have dropped that. She probably was like rearranging the shelves or like stocking them. Just taking a pack of cigarettes from the shelf, yeah, and then like hit behind, and that's how she died, I assume.
The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him.
Exactly what I was thinking. Great job. Can we establish a time range? Sure, we can, because we have that she was found at 11 PM. And seen alive up to 5:30, so it's between those hours. Can we reduce the time and range? Why? Guess. Still have a missing clue apparently, but yeah, the letter announcing it and then the ABC book, but I think the letter has something to do with it, but maybe not in this actual question, right? Let's see if we can find that final clue. Okay, witness. So if we scroll, we can go between them. That one is the Nancy, the fruit vegetable seller. She's a real piece of work. Oh, where did I click on? I don't have to be here again. It's on accident. The way of like moving between is a bit annoying in my opinion, especially since you already have to do clicking and all that with your controller. That's the husband, I assume.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customers away.
That's true. Oh, it looks like we can do like the deduction of like how filthy he is and whatnot. He dropped a lot of stuff.
It's Alice Asher's notebook.
Yeah, no, sorry, like a bit too early.
Bodley. The fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information. Mary Drower was telling the truth. Mrs.
Right.
Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband. A box of new stocking.
I don't know why that's interesting though. But we can definitely go talk to the vegetable lady again. Probably will lead to some new clue. Rotten fruit. I could do that since if the strawberries were like
Your
all
fruit is
rotten.
rotten.
What? A foreigner dares to say that?
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Ask for more explanation, I
Now,
guess.
please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. Do you want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that
I
case,
ain't done
I am
nothing.
counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Theft. I don't know what she would have stolen. That's what she saw.
Did you see anything unusual in the shop?
No. Well, maybe one thing. There was a railway guide on the counter. Alice didn't sell them. Maybe it's the customer who left it there.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France. Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
Alright, but now we have that missing clue most likely for the estimated time of that. That one, of course. Now, Yeah. Because... I don't know how he came to that conclusion directly just because she was laying there. Would just make it even harder because she could be there for much longer.
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Okay. I just took it because it was suddenly a hand when I hovered over it, to be honest. Alright, inventory. Drag it onto this guy. Good morning.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbours, and...
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
Yeah, talk to the drunkard. Let's look at his demeanor. He has a black eye. Seen that?
This man is in rather a bad state.
Yeah, and the blood on his lip. One on his finger as well. He just was in a fight for sure. Yes.
This man has been fighting and
Big
smells
brain.
of alcohol.
Of course, he had a drunkard and say he's a bit aggressive, so it wouldn't surprise me. Offer cigarette, accuse him of having threatened his wife, ask what he was doing yesterday. That just
What
straight
were
to
you
point.
doing yesterday at the time of the crime?
Can't recall.
Come on, my
Lightning.
friend. Try to remember. It is important.
I'm really sorry, sir, but I don't remember a thing.
I see. But maybe you do remember threatening to kill your wife?
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, you're not fooling anybody.
Asher, look me in the eye and tell me that you were in a fight.
I'm looking. No, I wasn't in a fight.
You are right. Looking at the state of you, you did not defend yourself. So someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet. Not...
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
How does he know she died at that time?
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Yeah, the brain cells. Okay, how to explain presence on the counter. That's just because it's about it. Yeah, yeah, like that. Okay. It's not always like straight
Murderer deliberately left
to
behind
the
this
point.
ABC as a
Which
signature.
one you should pick?
The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One
True.
thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he is not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
That's true.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
Yeah, it struck behind on the head while she was taking something off the shelf. Blunt force trauma, most likely. Since there was not that much blood. Okay, let's reconstruct it. Do I have to do something?
The killer enters the shop.
Vance first, because she didn't have
Mrs.
anything in her
Asher
hand.
turns around to greet her customer.
Ask for...
The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
Turn around
He then
first.
places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Of course, I'm big brain. Let's go.
Asher has a strong alibi and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Bien, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon, then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
Oh, that Scooby-Doo ain't got shit on us.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
The crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has a slight limp on the right foot, and a wart just below his shoulder blade.
Poirot!
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes. Now for the truth. I do not
Like
know
the
what
joke.
the murderer looks like, nor where he lives, nor how to set hands upon him.
What shall we do, then?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself soon enough.
I thought I heard the postman. Maybe there's some news.
I will go and see.
Alright, that'll wrap it up for today, guys. I'll take a look at how I'm gonna do it in the future. I'm probably gonna try and do like one murder or crime at a time and just cut up the like walking bits, maybe. Anyway, leave feedback below if you think that's a good idea or should just do the same. But anyways, thank you guys for watching and I'll catch you next time.